Dudo in the world of ideas. Dudo is the main character of the world of ideas. He has 6 eyes and 4 arms. He dances whenever he can, and when he laughs, he shoots some blue and yellow confetti. Dudo lives in a house with tiny ants which love to create holes in the pavement, walls and ceiling. Dudo has many friends, characters like him, but 2 of them are really special. Bacchetta is one of them. He lives in a little blue wooden house. He is very tall and can jump to the clouds. Everybody always asks him, "How is it possible for you to enter such a tiny house if you are this tall?" He answers, "I have a secret button that when I push it, I become of the right size to enter my house." Another Dudo's friend is called Robottino. He lives behind a magic door that nobody knows where is it precisely. His biggest passion is to bathe in his swimming pool. He does not like to hurry. He likes to enjoy the days. It was a day like others. Dudo wanted to eat a sandwich, and his friend's aunts waited for the breadcrumbs, when suddenly they heard a loud tuburu. The roof of his house made it like the snow on the sun, and the terrible witch bird appeared before his eyes. Everybody feared her due to her tail of 1,000 uses. She often used it to catch or scratch things. She used it like a spring, rope, drill, or whoever knows what other devilry. The witchbird had one mission, which was to collect all the characters from the world of the ideas, so that nobody could ever write a story for a book. She hated books. With her long tail, she sized Dudo without mercy. In my collection of bizarre characters, there was no Dudo. I can't wait to put him in a crystal ball so that no writer could ever describe how he dances and shoots confetti in a story. "Ha ha ha!" she shouted while she flew away in the sky, and her bird's beak-like hat fluttered on the wind. In the meantime, Robottino, who was peacefully bathing in his swimming pool, received a message from Dudo's aunts. "Code 301, Dudo in danger!" Robottino immediately set off to save his friend, and he took from one of his metal pockets a mighty piece, the very magic screen. A screen of a strange form with a frame of straws that allowed him to teleport anywhere in an eye blink. He typed a code to identify Dudo's exact position, and whoosh! In an instant, he appeared in front of the witchbird that didn't lose time to react, and quickly wrapped her tail around the metal body of Robottino that could only surrender. "Where did you hide my friend Dudo?" "Dudo, of course, one of my most precious characters. And now you are going to finish in a crystal ball too, so that no illustrator could ever draw you and your magic screen in a story. You are going to keep company to a tin soldier, Pallino, Lolly, No Name, an elephant with antennas, and other characters that I stole from the world of ideas. Ha ha ha!" The witch didn't know that Robottino in his metal armor had a sensor that, when activated in case of emergency, would notify Bacchetta's magnifying glass, and this is what happened. Bacchetta was peacefully sleeping in his tiny house when the startle of his magic magnifying glass woke him up. It was able to show him through the glass the things that was most precious to him. Bacchetta was left mouth open. The witchbird attacked once more, and this time she saved his greatest friends. "I need to ask for help, otherwise I will be captured too." He pushed the magic button to exit his tiny house, and returned to his normal size. And then he jumped to the clouds to get on his flying ship. There was only one place to go, the castle of the unicorns. After a very long flight on his flying ship, he arrived at the magnificent castle of the unicorns, where the fairy Luna was already waiting for him. "Welcome to my castle, Bacchetta. I heard that the witchbird also captured your friends, Dudo and Robottino. What a disaster! Unless we do something, there will be no characters left in the world of ideas. But this time, me and my beloved unicorns have a solution. In our laboratories, we created a pistachio ice cream that the witch likes so much, but we casted the spell. So when the witch eats the ice cream, it is going to slowly turn into the gorgonzola cream that the witch hates." Bacchetta trusted the fairy and the unicorns and decided to go away, but this time with another means of communication that the fairy created for him, a snake airplane with the wheels. The fairy created it just for this occasion. It was fast and invisible to the radar that captures characters of the witch. On the snake airplane, Bacchetta found a strange being with 2 round eyes and a long trunk. "What are you doing here?" asked Bacchetta. "My name is Dudo, and the fairy created me to help you defeat the witchbird and her army of poisonous spiders. I will help you, you will see." Bacchetta and Dudo arrived to the witchbird's castle in an eye blink. It had powers in the shape of a bird's beak, just like witch's hat, and it was covered with a storm of the perennial snow. It wasn't easy to understand where was an entrance in the midst of all that snow, but Bacchetta, thanks to his magnifying glass, found a nearest entrance. Inside was like a labyrinth. It was very hot, there were gusts of hot air like fire, and all the corridors were covered in mirrors to disorientate anybody who entered. Around the corners there were hiding the poisonous spiders, wolves and lions, but Dudo sucked them easily all up with his trunks. In the meantime, Bacchetta, thanks to his magnifying glass, managed to avoid trapdoors and hidden traps. She immediately found the invisible buttons that opened the doors to various rooms of the castle. Finally, Bacchetta and the witch stood face to face. And before the witch began to speak, Bacchetta showed her the pistachio ice cream from the unicorns. "Witch, I came to bring you a pistachio ice cream from the fairy from the castle of the unicorns." "Oh, what a delight! My favorite ice cream!" The witch was almost hypnotized. She immediately began to lick the ice cream with an incredible voracity. But when the ice cream, as promised by the fairy Luna, started to turn into the gorgonzola cream, the witch began to tremble like a leaf, swirl her eyes, and breathe out smoke. "No, not the gorgonzola!" cried the terrified witch. The witch started running around and raged. She was about to catch Bacchetta with her tail, but Dudo sucked her up with his trunk, and so the witch, now deprived of her powers, couldn't do else than escape, searching for a night bus to take her away from the world of the ideas forever. Bacchetta and Dudo found all the crystal bells that kept imprisoned the characters from the world of ideas, and set them free right away. They were all happy. Finally, they had their freedom back, and to celebrate, they all entered in the very magic screen of Robottino, and whoosh! They were all at Dudo's home to celebrate together with his friends, the ants. They did a big party with music and dances. Dudo was shooting confetti, Bacchetta was jumping from joy, Robottino was splashing in his traveling pool, the tin soldier, No Name, Lolly, Elephant with Antennas, Palino, Diego the soldier, and other characters of the world of ideas did a big roundabout that lasted until the evening. Finally, the piece returned to the world of ideas, and the writer already began to write a new story for a new book.